Hi, this is Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. It is Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Discogs and discographies and, again, the importance of knowing your catalog and making sure that it is out on different services. So let's get started. Discogs. Does it matter? Does it really matter? As an artist, does it really matter if you're, I guess if you're one of these people who is sort of a completist, maybe a collector, that sort of thing, maybe it matters. I've gone on here a couple of times. I think it was in 2010 or so. I put those 3 albums out there and I kind of found it to be a pain because you had to deal with moderators and it took a long time to get things out there. And I don't know whether it really mattered. Then I came back around in 2018, put a couple more things in, and I think I found it to be, again, a pain dealing with moderators. And I don't know. I have all of this information. Why do I need to enter it again? Why can't they take a data feed from the distributors? It's like when I enter tracks into Songtrust, which handles my publishing and mechanical royalty collection worldwide. That data is sent out to the scores of societies around the world. There's over 50 or something like that. But I enter the data in at my distributor, and then when that track is live on Spotify, then I enter that track name and the artist name on Songtrust, pair it up, boom, it gets the ISRC. Everything's hunky dorky, right? And but then there are things like Discogs out here where you have to go and have an account, and then you put it out there, and then there's somebody moderator. I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know if I really want to invest any time in this. I think my time would be better spent doing something else. Maybe this is for later on, I don't know. Look at the old Twitter out there. How many years since I've been on Twitter? That photo is great, though. That photo that was done in 2005. It was a photo collage by photographer David Van Allen in Cedar Rapids. And let me show you some of his work because his work's great. And here's the thing. He gave me like a photo of this, right? And what if he stuck out I should think about buying the original collage from him because I'm getting older. I don't look that good anymore. Don't have the hair like I used to. Oh well. Here's some of his work. There's David right there, and photography there, and you got Blair Gaunt right here. That's a good photo of Blair and Sandy Dias, the photographer. And then there's other people here. Anyway, he's got a very, very interesting style. I should try to contact him. Anyway, so that just made me think of that when I saw that. It's been a while since I've used that, just because I've got, I update on my photo, every few years. I don't need a new photo all the time. But then again, you don't want to be using one from, I don't know, 15 years ago. You get old. Somebody sees you in person. You're like, oh, you're old. Yeah, I'm old. Oh, well, so what? What do you want to do? I don't know what the problem is. So how did I end up on Discogs? And it wasn't because of me. It was because of another artist that I know I've worked with in the past. And I was trying to get because I've spent a lot of time in Pandora lately, getting everything into their system and cleaning stuff up, because they have a very unique legacy system for getting artists and music into their premium side, and it's a little involved because they have the radio side, and then they have the on demand, the streaming service, the Spotify, like Spotify on-demand streaming service, the premium service, right? But when SiriusXM bought them, SiriusXM kind of changed some things, and for the better. They really have an awesome, the Pandora amp is an excellent service. Pandora Stories is an excellent service. And I can't say enough good things about Pandora. But if your music was not in there, then you have to go through this process. And it's, let me see if I can bring it over here. It's this page here, amp.pandora.com/submit. And so your music might have been distributed to Pandora, but it may not be available everywhere. And it's a quirk of Pandora. It's just the way that it is. And so what you have to do is there's ways to find out whether your releases are out there and available for premium users. And if they're not, then you can either enter in by UPC or artist name, release title, and number of tracks. And used to be in the submissions process, this would take a long time. And again, you're at the mercy of an unknown moderator that could say yay or nay. And but now it's not that way. It's not been that way for a while. And now it's just what you do is you put the UPC code in there, or this other stuff down here at the bottom: artist name, release title, number of tracks, and then you do a submission, and eventually that track will be approved, and you'll be able to work with that track on a promotional basis on the back end of Pandora there, either as for featured track status, building playlists, building mixtapes, that sort of thing, making it available for premium listeners. There's other things too, minutia stuff that I've learned here in the last 4 months. And but the main thing is that you want to have all of your releases out there, at least have them out there. And again, I say this to artists, musicians all the time, is just don't rely on your distributors. Don't rely on your record company. What you have to do is you have to every now and then go out to, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon Music Unlimited, some of these other smaller services, and get free access for 30 days, 60 days, or whatever. Get a temporary account and see how your music is presented. See if all your stuff is out there. See if everything is correct. Because in many instances over the last couple of years here, there have been mistakes, things that not quite out there, other things. So it's not just Pandora's old system being moved into the future. I'll use as an example. I released an ambient Matic album in December. It's called Return of the Matic. John and I recorded that at the end of November at the Matic building in Cedar Rapids. And I noticed the other day, like, where is it? Why isn't it on Spotify? And I logged into the distributor, and it was that and Apple Music were like, it was stuck in delivery or something like that. Who knows what happened, right? And so I went through the process of kicking it off again. And I'm looking in here right now on the other screen, and it's in processing. Spotify, date added January 30th, 2021. It's not out in Spotify yet, but it's on the way. So it's things like that. There are other distributors too, where, some companies automatically, when new streaming services come out, they will automatically kick all your stuff out there. And then there's other services where you have to manually do it. And it's mind-boggling and maddening. Why can't all this stuff be automated? Right? Why can't it be automated? So anyway, again, what were you doing back on Discogs? Well, yeah, there was an artist that I know, and he had 9 albums. He had 9 solo albums that were not in on the Pandora side, and I did a quick inventory, compared it to Pandora, and then I went out to Discogs, and not everything was in Discogs. Not everything was in Discogs, but I think it was about 6 or so had the UPC. Came out here, put the UPC in on the Pandora submit, and got those titles kicked off anyway. And then the other 3, maybe it was 3 or 4, I did artist name, release title, number of tracks. That worked. It's kicked off there too. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get in there, but once they get approved in there, then I'm gonna contact the artist and say, oh hey man, I got your stuff in on the Pandora Premium side. I've been building some playlists for just being a nice guy. It's the re-break the ice sort of thing. It's been a while since I've seen him, talked to him, and it'd be cool to hook back up with him again and do some recordings in the future. So I'm just doing a little extra. It didn't take long, it took me half an hour. Goodwill, I'm not expecting anything out of it other than, hey man, I saw some stuff was missing. I got it added out there. That's how I operate. If I know you and, got along good, and there's no reason for me not to help you out, so that's how that goes. But again, for Discogs, I'm not sure. I just don't know. I don't think there's much value out there. A lot of these things where you like add stuff, and you never know if the site's going to stay, how it's going to stay. I don't know. I've never been, as you can see from my own website. I don't have I've stopped putting my discography out there. If you're interested in it, you're going to go out and check it out on Bandcamp or Spotify or Apple, all these other services. That's how you're going to do it. And again, that's great. I'm more of along the lines of, I'm trying to gear my music towards people who don't know who I am, aren't aware of my music, but want to hear my kind of music. That's the thing that I'm focused on lately. Repackaging the music, grouping together music, presenting it, marketing, that sort of stuff in a particular way to capture that that listener who doesn't know who you are, and maybe they could become a fan. That'd be great. Maybe they could just become a repeat listener. Maybe they like what you're doing, and I'm having good luck with that on a variety of different platforms. But it takes work. It takes a lot of work, and what can I say? I got a lot of time. Got a lot of time to do that. Yeah, I don't watch TV. I don't go to movies anymore. So I got a lot of time to work that catalog, and that's what I do. Anyway, that is it for today. Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. I'm going to head out here and later this evening hit the sauna and enjoy that. I think I'm going to go outside and shovel a little bit more snow right now. Not do it too hard, but 10, 15 minutes. Just kind of, get that exercise, man. Get that exercise. It's good for you. Keep taking the D3, the magnesium, the theanine, vitamin E. What else do I take? Occasionally I take a lysine. What else do you take? A little bit of caffeine. Not this late in the afternoon, though. Right in the morning. Compare the caffeine and the theanine. I'm a powerhouse worker after that. I swear. Focused on the solution. All right, I'm rambling. That's it. Talk to you. Maybe late night rush. No, not tonight. See you tomorrow.